This ring is my promise that I'm always gonna love you. And I ain't ever gonna leave you.
So the woman in the photo, that was her?
That was my wife, yeah. She's been dead a long time.
I tried so
Hey, me again.
Swear to God you got a death wish.
Like I said, not tonight.
Drop it!
I don't shoot women if I have a choice.
Now you have to.
Do I have a choice? If you ask me, you got a price on your head. How's it feel to be on the other side?
And I know what kind of man he is. What he's
Do it.
done. You goddamn liar!
Do it. We've all been out in this shit. I need you to run there as fast as you can. Don't stop.
We've all done things we're not proud of.
I know you want to smash something. I see that look in your eyes. But you know what? Hey, we tried.
Remember how I said there's some lines I ain't crossed? One last job. They want to rest in peace, I'm gonna help them out.
Are you sure this isn't personal?
Fuck yeah, it's personal.
I didn't have a choice.
Hey, I want on. Whoa.
Easy. Oh, everybody's got a choice. Until they're dead. We'll survive.
Yeah, we've been doing that all right. Surviving isn't living.
It's either us or them.
You want to take a swing at me? Fine, get in line behind them. It's always us or them. You know the reason we're going to hell?
Brain ain't gonna change. Wishing that it was something else ain't gonna make it that way.
You are writing checks with other men's blood.
No, it's only a matter of time, or it's our turn.
Come on!
Hey, you do what you gotta do. At the end of the day, that's all we got.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be discussing the redemption arc of Days Gone. To begin with, this game is a magnificent piece of art. I fell in love with this game, and there are a lot of aspects which have given me a strong opinion on this game. Also, I apologize beforehand because this video is going to be a little bit all over the place, but I will try to keep it a bit more brief than some of my other video essays. First off, the game setting is brilliant. It's a carefully crafted open world game where the side quests, although similar, are not repetitive enough to bore you. The map has a diverse landscape, from the rocky terrains of the hot springs to the dark woods of the Cascade, and then the beautiful serenity of Lost Lake. And you also have the snow-capped mountains once you head down south in the video game.
Need help, she's been wounded.
What's wrong with her?
Well, she's not. Whatever the hell's going on out there, she's been stabbed.
I can't take it anymore.
Oh, okay, listen up, Brian. If we don't get her to a hospital, she's going to die.
There are no more hospitals.
Oh, come on, no more hospitals. You got doctors, you got triage, you got a MASH unit.
Oh, look, I'm just a grad student, okay? I got volunteered for this. I'm not even supposed to be out here, okay? Okay. Shit. I've only got room for 2 of you, okay? 2.
You got room for 2 of
You're
us.
overweight, okay? I can only take 2 of you, 2.
Come on, help me, come on. All right, sweetheart. It's okay. You're gonna be all right.
I got her.
I'm gonna be right back. Okay, Boozer, let's go. We gotta get on that
Hold
guy.
on.
We gotta get on that
I
shot.
heard what he said. There's only room for 2 on that chopper. Go. Go with her. I'll be okay. Look, I've been through worse shit than this before. You know?
Yeah, we have.
Where are you going?
What?
Where?
Refugee camp west of Three Finger Jack.
No.
Boozer is never gonna make it without me. I want this back.
Now, the plethora of characters introduced are extremely lovable and memorable with distinct personalities. First of all, you have Boozer, Deacon's brother-in-arms from the Mongrel's motorcycle club, and his best friend, a man can ever wish for. Then there's Tucker and Alkai with their strict dictatorship, I guess, beliefs. And then you have Copeland with his individualistic ideals. You have Manny with his innocent optimism. And we're also presented with Iron Mike with his strong support for a dying democracy, in stark contrast to Schizo, a paranoid opportunist, opportunist, yet also victim of a nefariously rabid world whose only resort is violence and backstabbing. And so Schizo is basically most of what you come across in this game. And then you have Addie and Ricky act as an emotional support for Deacon, providing with a sense of comfort and sort of just, what's the word for this I would use? Maybe like the old school domestic life that you would have seen prior to the outbreak. And that would be in Lost Lake as well. And then you have Lisa, who acts as a little sister figure to both Deacon and Sarah. And then there's the neuroscientist O'Brien, the only link to Sarah, who acts as Deacon's beacon of hope in a disarrayed world. And then you have Carlos, a deranged sadist to whom the plague came as a gift, and he is the leader of the Rippers. And there is a backstory to how Carlos became who he was, but for the purpose of this video, we're not going to dig into that. But there is a bit of a backstory to how he became so vengeful against Deacon and Boozer. And then you have Corey, an upright man and a pained lover who empathizes with Deacon. And you also have Weaver, a pyromaniac and comic relief to an otherwise gritty story. And then you have Colonel Garrett, a tyrant, madman that relishes authority and command, who finally loses himself in his own dwindling delusion of a Noah's Ark.
How'd it go?
Oh, what go?
You know, goddamn well, your guy in the spacesuit, what'd he say?
It doesn't matter.
Hey, come on, goddammit.
Boozer, you really don't want to be doing that right now.
Oh, yeah? You think I need more than this to take down your scrawny little ass? Come on, what'd he say?
Drop it.
Seriously, what happened to Sarah? Huh? Where's your old lady, Deacon?
Where's your old lady?
Huh? Stay down, brother. Had enough? Where's your old lady, Deek?
She's dead, Boozer. Sarah's dead.
Yeah, and she's been dead a long time, so don't you think that you mourned her long enough?
Oh, God. I think that you have a hell of a left hook, asshole. Oh.
Yeah, it's the only move I got. Come on, man.
Oh.
I gotta get my sorry ass back to work. Camp ain't gonna feed itself. Yeah, it's the only move I got. Still, I tagged your ass with it 3 times in a row.
Fucking shameful.
Then, of course, we have Deek, our protagonist, Deacon St. John, with a strong moral code, and then Sarah Whitaker, a researcher and his beloved wife. Their love story is one of the most compelling forces behind the game. And for me, personally, the game changed after crossing the, I think it was called Desolin Pass. I'll put the spelling up on the screen for y'all, but I forgot what it was. And it was no longer just an open world game with quests and markers, but a beautiful story that I was glued to the screen to witness. Because the game really does change after you cross this path. And in the background, when we eventually get to this pass, there's this one scene where they're playing Hell or High Water in the background as you trek over the snowy mountains in search of your long lost love. It was a perfect touch. And I don't think another video game has given me a scene like that. Not since, well, technically, Red Dead Redemption. When you ride back and you have Unshaken playing in the background when you're riding back to camp after Guarmer as Arthur. That scene eerily reminds me of this Deacon scene when you're going over to the snowy pass, basically going to the unknown. In Arthur's case, he was going back home to the camp. But in Deacon's case, he's going to, you know, where there's hope of still finding Sarah.
This is as far as I go. Keep following the trail. It'll take you down the mountain, on into the Diamond-like Valley. I wish you luck. Hope you're right about your old lady still being alive. She is? Well, maybe so. But you gotta ask yourself, Deek. What does it matter if everyone else is dead?
You never know what tomorrow may bring. The one lying next to you could be a memory. I've idolized, I've memorized your face, just in case it need last me eternity. It's a shame that it ain't enough for me. Life's for the living, I won't be giving up. 'Cause you taught me how to, you taught me how to love. Take all I cherish, beat me till my body's numb. Life's for the living, I won't be giving up on you, on you. But life's for the living, I won't be giving up on you, on you. Even though I know you would tell me to.
If you're out there, I'll find you.
If you've stuck with me this far, then I genuinely thank you. Because I don't do this for every game that I've played, as you've seen on the channel. I mostly do video essays for games that, you know, that I grew a liking to, that I sort of grew attached to. Because I finished a lot of games, as we've seen this year. How many games have I played this year? We've played Dying Light 2, we played Sifu, we played Horizon Forbidden West, we played Ghostwire Tokyo, we played The Quarry, we're gonna play The Last of Us Part 1, we're gonna play God of War Ragnarok, and we're also gonna play the Callisto Protocol. But yeah, I only do this for games that have, you know, touched me, where, because again, I always mention this, as much as I love multiplayer games, single player story driven narrative games are where it's at for me, where I can, you know, connect with the story the way I connected with your Ghost of Tsushima's, God of Wars, The Last of Us, all that sort of thing. But again, it takes a special game to invoke such strong emotion in me, and it's a damn shame that Sony isn't giving Days Gone a sequel. Though understandably we know why, because of the creative differences at the time that the sequel was pitched, because I think they wanted to turn it into sort of like a live service style game, and I don't think Sony was with that, and there were also some other disagreements with the Bend Studio head. But yeah, hopefully one day we do get an actual sequel to this when they're done working on the new IP, because this game has a surprisingly strong community. and also had decent commercial success despite, the skepticism before the launch and the buggy launch that ended up happening. Because I don't think the bugs were even enough to shoot down a sequel alone, but the way the game ended sort of just left it up. It left it very open, as if they were planning for a sequel. So I do hope that we get a sequel one day. Now, onto those bugs and the actual redemption arc. Bend Studio managed to take Days Gone from a rocky launch and turn it into a must-play masterpiece for the PlayStation 4 and now with the upscaled version, PlayStation 5. If you pick up Days Gone today, you might wonder why it received such lukewarm reception from critics. However, behind this game is a story of a studio with lofty ambitions and an unwillingness to quit. Within the gaming world, PlayStation exclusives have a reputation for offering quality gaming experiences that are often cinematic, narrative heavy, and visually stunning. With the arrival of the PS4 in 2013, came several PlayStation exclusives that would further solidify Sony's reputation and win countless accolades. So how was Bend Studio able to transform Days Gone from a glitchy mess, laughed at by critics, to a masterpiece that is arguably one of the best games to play from the PlayStation collection?
A little late for a stroll.
Hey, Deek. How's it going, old buddy?
Boozer, where are you going?
Home. That's where I'm going, home.
Oh, we can't go back to O'Leary Mountain.
No, I'm not going to fucking O'Leary Mountain. I'm going to Farewell.
Shit, come on. We gotta get...
You don't want to be doing that.
You want to take a swing at me? Fine. Get in line behind them. Bring it!
Okay. So this is it?
This is how we're going out?
Get out of here, brother.
No, I don't think so. Huh, Boozer? Huh?
Bro?
Boozer? The night your old lady was killed. What did I say to you?
What did I tell
Huh,
you?
what did I say to you, huh? I found you halfway through a case of whiskey. You were gonna drink yourself to death. What did I say to you?
You grabbed a bottle, and you chugged it. It was a lot of goddamn whiskey. And you told me that if I was gonna drink myself to death, you'd be right there with me. That's what brothers do.
So like I said, Boozer,
Is this it? This is how we're going out?
Let's get the hell out of here.
Acquired by Sony in 2000, Bend Studio is an American video game developer that is less known than many of Sony's other first-party studios. They're mostly known for the Siphon Filter series, which spans 6 games. The relatively small studio at the time got a chance to truly prove themselves when they were given the opportunity to develop Uncharted: The Golden Abyss, a PlayStation Vita spin-off of the highly popular Uncharted franchise developed by Naughty Dog. Fast forward to when they reached the pinnacle and they eventually produced Days Gone. Now, the reasons why critics did not warm up to Days Gone is purely because, aside from the bugs, it came at a time that gamers had been treated to a slew of zombie games for years. Games like The Last of Us, Resident Evil 2, the remake, The Walking Dead at the time, and many others that had sort of inundated the gaming world with endless variations and different takes on zombies. Dying Light as well. By the time Days Gone showed up in 2019, it was easy to write it off as just another zombie game. Now, my own experience with the game on the base PS4, I did have a lot of issues. I would crash into invisible cars, encounter loads of road missing. There were missions I couldn't finish because they were glitched. There was times when, the frame rates would completely drop. Items in the world wouldn't load in. All sorts of things. And especially during some of the horde missions, where I feel like the game just couldn't handle the amount of things that were going on when a horde was loaded into the game. Now, the fact that I kept going to the end of the game is a testament to how good the narrative was. Though the main plot tells the story of Deacon St. and his attempt to find his long-lost wife, It also features several subplots of betrayal, guilt, and brotherhood, and much like The Last of Us, what the world would look like in a zombie apocalypse. And despite the less than stellar reception, the game sold well. Upon release, it went on to become the best-selling game by Bend Studio. However, the developers were well aware of the criticisms the game was facing. It would have been easy for Bend Studio to call it a day and move on to new IP. However, they did continue working on Days Gone, fixing up bugs, adding new features, adding challenge modes and different difficulty modes in the game, and the DLC that they also released with the game, which the DLC sets tasks for you to complete in order to earn rewards. Now, with the arrival of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X in 2020, it marked the beginning of a new generation of gaming. Both consoles had robust backward compatibility, which allowed them to take advantage of extensive libraries of the previous consoles. However, many developers are going back to old games and touching them up to allow them to take full advantage of the new consoles, much like we saw with Ratchet & Clank 2016 and God of War 2018, which both received 60 FPS upgrades. Bend Studio also decided to give Days Gone an upgrade for the PS5. That update allows the game to run at 60 frames per second with dynamic 4K. And finally, it feels like Days Gone has reached its full potential. And Bend Studio has delivered the masterpiece that they always hoped for, along with the release on PC. That was sometime earlier this year, I forget when it was. But the improved resolution overall makes Oregon's beauty pop out, and it's a pleasure to ride the dirt roads and appreciate the needles of light poking between the pine trees. Days Gone is a reminder that a bad launch does not have to be the end of the road for a video game. Bend Studio managed to take Days Gone and prove that it was a masterpiece in the making that had perhaps, been revealed to the world a little prematurely. Cough, cough, cyberpunk. But in its current state, however, the game gives great hope that the studio can produce epic creations of a caliber we may have come to expect from any of PlayStation's exclusives. And they are working on new IP, so I am excited to see what they're working on, but at this moment in time, I haven't really done my research to figure out what they have cooking. In conclusion, Days Gone is definitely one of the best games I've ever played in my life that I will always look back on with fondness. It's a beautifully crafted story of love and hope in a world where those things are scarce. Set in an unforgivingly dark, yet bewitchingly picturesque world. Again, it's not perfect. I could write an essay on its flaws, but I could also write a novel on its strengths, and I will always look back fondly at Days Gone for that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like, dislike, good comment, bad comment. It all feeds the algorithm. Let me know how you feel about Days Gone. If you've had the chance to experience it yourself, are you looking forward to playing it, or is it one of those games that you just happen to skip? Or if it's just a game that, doesn't interest you overall. Because everyone likes different games, so it is what it is. Let me know in the comments below. And again, as always, stay safe, stay dangerous, and peace out.
Come on, help me.
Hold on.
So much for your tranquilizer.
Yeah, well, their biology's kind of fucked right now. What do you want me to do? I can't get the right dosage. Here, hold on. This is what I've been working on.
How long?
Hold on, just a few seconds. Hold on.
Oh, shit. Holy shit. God damn. Well, I don't know what you put in that. That shit went down fast.
Damn it!
But you're not making a bioweapon, you're... Oh my God, are you trying to cure it?
I thought that once I got the original cell line from Cloverdale that I could create antibodies for the virus and I could reverse engineer it.
Jesus.
And now all of that work, everything that I have worked on is for nothing. I can't save them. Nothing's gonna be able to change them back.
you.